Okay, this is the video for all you guys, and probably a few gals, who keep on me about give me more hella. Show me more of the stuff you do with this truck. Well, Hella has a spray bomb paint job, meaning I primered and painted her with spray paint. And that stuff doesn't last as long as a baked professional paint job, which requires me to every couple years, in this case it's been almost 3 years, do a repaint. And as with any older vehicle like this, there's usually some rust repairs to do. This time is no different. I always have to repair stuff along the rain gutter, only this time I'm putting in new steel and I'm insulating the roof shoulders because the roof has insulation in the top, but it doesn't come down into the shoulder area. And when you live in a vehicle like this and you're in cooler atmospheric conditions like winter, even on the California coast, when it's warm inside the rig, it builds moisture inside. And so the moisture of the warm interior, it doesn't form on the inside of the ceiling roof area that's insulated, but it does form on these shoulders. And it puddles down their rain gutter and rusts these out. It's a well-known thing, especially with these old military vehicles. Again, they're built out of crazy thick material, very heavy duty, but also not with any intention that they're going to live a long service life. Like mine that is about to turn 70. So they take a lot of work to keep maintained. And so this week's video will be showing you the whole process, what I do this week to repair some rust and also paint her up so she's going to be super pretty. Always a fun year, although the job is kind of a pain in the ass. But it's worth it. It always feels terrible opening up the soft spots and tearing holes in your rig, but when it's that cancerous, you have to. And I am done with body filler. I'm gonna do this with some new metal. So I should have been serious about this years ago. There's some really terribly done body filler that goes back to when the truck was sold to a steel mill after its military service. And they dealt with a bunch of rust pretty inadequately. But you can see big holes, stuff I haven't wanted to open up and deal with, but it's time. I don't know, the older I get, the more I'm willing to put into work to replace things correctly. And there's a lot to do here. But it's funny, once you start tearing into it, it's not so terrifying. It's just steel. It's just metal. And I can replace it. Takes a little artistry, but that's the beauty of being here at Paul's shop. Big workbenches to work on and create new pieces of steel that'll fit in these spots. And do it up really nice. So that's what I'm going to do. Time to get with some sanding. Last time I wore this respirator was at Burning Man last year. I can still smell the playa. Okay. I feel the strong need to qualify something as I've been sanding. Sanding and sanding where I've torn out the holes and torn away all the totally worn out sheet metal that's all rusted away. And recalling that I said, and doing the job right, okay. Any professional body worker, auto body worker, would not consider what I'm doing it right. It's certainly not doing it pro. But in all the years past, I've just patched up with body filler the holes and sand them down, and within a year the rest is coming through again. So the difference this time around is, even though I could just patch up again, paint it over, and it'd look beautiful for like 8 months, instead, where there are holes, I'm tearing it apart to good steel, and then I'm going to be coating it with this rust converter, priming everything inside, insulating inside, and then putting new sheet metal over. the old sheet metal and then sealing that up. So that's certainly not pro. That's not what a body shop would do, because any astute observer will see where the new sheet metal ends along the roof line. I don't care. All I care about is that there's good steel there and I stopped the rust. So yeah, just wanted to qualify that. I'm not doing this probably even close to how a professional body worker would do, but for me, this is next level. So there you go. All right, that's a day's work. All the ragged hose exposed. They've all been cleaned up. All the rust dust is out. I got rust converter on all this stuff to protect it. Going forward, gotta do another coat of that. Oh man. But that's a good start. Big raggedy hole. Don't you love it? Another big raggedy hole that I've just been patching for years. That's done. Gonna give it new steel. All right, so today I'm cutting the new steel. This was the trickiest one to cut and make a piece for.
Nice fit.
But yeah, I got the rough fit in there. Yeah. Now I just gotta smooth it out and primer everything and put her in there. It's primered. Gotta shoot a little more primer on it. Primering the piece that's gonna bolt over it. And yeah, again, this is not like hardcore pro body work, but it will seal things up and deal with our rust. All right, my most complex and first piece is done. It's actually gonna look really great. I wish I'd done this a lot sooner. All right, it has taken the better part of the day to fabricate 5 new pieces of metal to patch up over holes that have been treated and rendered inert and taken care of. Woo! It's amazing how long it takes to do that kind of work. So here's a little look at where we're at. This piece, which was the first one I did, turned out gorgeous, and I thought it'd be the hardest. These other patches along the gutter ended up being trickier. They're glued, sealed, rust treated, all the bad metal removed down to bare metal and good metal. Same here. So it looks kind of Frankenstein right now because it's in primer and the sealer and adhesive is still setting up. But after everything's cured and ready and everything gets painted the same color, yeah, people who look for that sort of thing will find it. Nobody else will. It doesn't really matter. Hilda's not a show pony. She's kind of a gorgeous Frankenstein. I don't mind a few rough edges, so I'm done for the day. And as you can see there, oh, Paul's getting a call. As you can see there, I've already cut out a stencil or a mask for taping up to paint my wheels, because I'm painting my wheels too for the first time in forever. Answer your phone, Paul. Work continues, dealing with chipping out old, worn out body filler, dealing with some little rust spots. These plates are in. I've begun painting the wheels, which I have to do one at a time, and painting a wheel on a tire. If any of you have ever done that, that's just always fun. But all is going well. We're proceeding and on track to paint on Friday. So yeah, trying to do a really good job since I've got an actual shop to work at. It's really nice. All right, first wheel painted. Doesn't that look pretty? Wow. Dang, I almost forgot. Okay. I've started masking. I've even started painting. I'm going to paint the front grille bumper area tonight because I've got masked. But tomorrow is the full-on paint day for the rest of the body. I got the center of the roof painted today. All the wheels are painted now. She's progressing. And I've just been so focused on the work and helping Paul with the 29 Roadster pickup that I forgot to take video along the way. So tomorrow is the big full-on paint day. Yeah, baby. Whew. All the body work is done. I'm in paint mode. As you can see, there's things are masked off because I went ahead and painted the nose. Since I masked off everything at the front, I was like, I'll paint the nose tonight. That leaves me a lot less to do tomorrow because the nose is very complex to paint. But yeah, I'll take you around. She's gonna look amazing. So we got the fresh, all the wheels are painted now. Nose is totally painted except for the black patch that goes on top of the hood. That is the last thing I paint. But yeah, looking pretty, baby. You can see what isn't painted. Oh, great, shadow. Oh, well, you get the idea. Taking the masking off is always fun. Very gratifying. See a good mask job with real clean lines and all that good stuff. Oops, sorry. Hard to do this and hold the camera at the same time. But come on, baby. Oh yeah. Oh. Oops. Can't forget this. There we go. And of course, we would never forget the famous license plate. I would be willing to bet 1,000 people have done selfies with this license plate. It's always fun to see people crouching down by themselves or with a crew to get a picture with this plate. I've never had a personalized plate. This is my first one. And it's been a lot of fun. I felt like this truck deserved it. Of course, when I do this, I end up painting over all my hand-painted stuff. The matte black, like my signage and everything. And I have to go back over by hand once I'm done painting and repaint all of this stuff. That's a big job in itself. Alrighty, one window masked, 12 to go. Takes a while with spray cans. This is the first time I've ever had this handle tool that clamps onto it, and it's a game changer. Oh my gosh. My fingers used to be dying, hands cramping up from pushing on those little spray nozzles on the cans. Oh, it was terrible. So this is wonderful, no hand strain. And yes, I am painting over this because I'm going to change the background color and then just steel wool it off. So there you go. I got started on painting after I got all the windows masked. I'm like, oh no. Dude, you keep forgetting. I get in a project and I just focus on the project. Well, look how pretty that side is. Swing on over for a little comparison. Not counting the nose, which is done there, but yeah. It's a big leap. Pretty exciting. Gonna have her all painted up today, finally. Oh my God. She's shot. All the tan is shot. I've got more touching up to do. Still to do black on top of the hood later today. But yeah, The primary paint is done. Leaving all the masking up till I'm done with everything. And yeah, looking pretty cool. I'm liking it. I'm tired. All right, guys, she's done. Obviously, the signage isn't on yet. I'm sure you can understand now. You can kind of see it the way the light is hitting. I just follow it. Repaint it with the flat black enamel. Take a few hours. There's one thing that I don't repaint. I pull this snorkel cover off every time because I don't ever want to repaint over that badge I made for Mom. So that just gets more patina. And the front windshield is dirty simply from overspray dust that I can't clean yet because the black on the hood is still curing. But it's Friday, and I always post my videos on Friday. And since she's technically done, I wanted to get this walk around so you can see the whole deal. Turned out amazing. By far the best job I've ever done of it. And again, I'm no professional auto body guy at all. Not even an amateur. But I do okay with flat paint. So this week has left me a bit of a wreck. I'm feeling it in my body. I'm dirty. I've been taking solar showers, but it's just not the same. Hopefully get a real shower tomorrow. A couple more things to do for these guys here before I go, and then I'll be rolling tomorrow morning. So yeah, what a job, what an experience. And I'd like to take this opportunity to say thank you from the bottom of my heart to Paul and Karen for hosting me, giving me a place to do this for a week. You guys are amazing. I love you. Thank you so very much for giving me another home on the road. You guys are amazing. I'd like to say one other thing here, and yes, my rig's a wreck, whatever. And that is, don't look at any of the stuff I do and think for a second that you can't do it. You can. This is, when you're facing a task that just seems overwhelming, just take it in little bits, plan it out, do one step at a time. You'll get there. It's normal to be intimidated and everything. And I get messages from people saying, I could never do this stuff, whatever, from other videos. And I just want to remind you, you can. I'm living proof. I'm doing it. I know the things I know. I know how to work and build and do the things I do, simply because I couldn't afford to pay someone else to do it during my lifetime. And if I wanted the thing, I had to do it. Now, it's also true that I like learning how to do new things, especially stuff like that. I'm not going to deny that. But my point is, if you really want to accomplish something, if you really want to do something, you're the only one that's in your way. In general, don't get all technical on me about physical limitations and stuff. I'm just saying across the board, if you want something, if you want to do it, if you want to figure it out, you want to make it happen, it's up to you. You can make it happen. So I just wanted to encourage you to go for it. All right. I'm going to collapse now. So see you next week.